welcome back to the next episode. In the last one, we crafted up this little fishing hut, ran a couple more vaults in there, and just kept getting some better loot overall. We also got some more trinkets, and just, yeah. So, again, for this episode, I'm going to continue the idea of I'm going to keep building more buildings, I guess. So, my idea for the next one is, sorry, wrong one. I went out and picked up a whole bunch of villagers and then a bunch of spruce logs, and so I'm thinking about building just a little nice town hall right next to us, and then we'll start adding more things like maybe a library, maybe a designated spot for our nether portal rather than just out in the open. But yeah, of course, if you like this playthrough and all the build projects I like doing, consider dropping a like and subscribing. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead, clear out an area over there, and then I'll get building. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to research Torchmaster, which is very small, but it crafts torches and lamps that can block both hostile and passive mobs from spawning in an area of 64 blocks. Yeah. So, I think how much research we need to research that. That's really fine because we have a lot of magnetite in the vault we can run, so let's go ahead and grab this. Boom, cool. Go into here. So just need 2 for now. Oh, there we go. Just 2 for now. We're starting to get a little on vault items, so I'll have to start being a little bit more careful with where we're allocating resources, but I'm also gonna condense all this into shards. Cool. So, thankfully we're not running into a knowledge shard problem. We're just really being gatekeeped by either Bennettite or vault diamonds, but for now that's okay. So I'm gonna come in here, go boop, boop, awesome, and then come into here and research Torchmaster. Awesome. So let me go ahead and get into here. Do torch. Torch. Okay. And let's just see. At torch. There we go. That'll be easier. So, prevents natural spawning of hostile mobs in a big radius. So, what is this thing? A chandelier, an echo gem, which is just that, and then also chromatic iron. So we can craft up 2 of these, which is what I would do. Come in here, I think. Oh, only have the 1 torch, so get that out. Throw that in. Then we need to grab some of that coal from over here. Hold on. Whee! Restock up on food. Grab that. Cool. Come in here. Throw that in. So we just need 2 of you, 2 of you, and then we're going to need 2 chromatic steel. Awesome. So let's go ahead. Oh, make sure I click on the right one. There we go. Just got 1, 2. Awesome. And so one of these I'm going to place put it right here. Oh, it's a little weird. So maybe what I'll do is I'll come outside, and we have a bell on this side, and we will put this right there. Awesome. Okay. And so now that'll stop mobs from spawning in a wide range right out here, which is awesome. I think it's just hostile mobs though, right? Awesome. Cool. So yeah. So I got all this stuff, and then I'm going to clear out this area here, and I'll craft up a general little design, something similar to that, but a little bit more intricate. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, and we're back. And so I had to run out, grab a bunch more resources, but I just went out, did some redesigning, but we are ready to go place our villagers in their new home. They won't have jobs yet because I haven't built those specific huts for that, but I'm going to end up stretching it out. But without further ado, how about I go show you guys what I've been doing. And so, I went off and I built up this nice path, this nice path with some
little post with some lanterns on it. It goes to our fishing post, and then, so yeah, so now this is all connected with a nice path, and here we are. Nice little hut for our villagers. So let's go ahead, show it off real quick. So we got a bell, nice little bench here, and then inside, nothing special, just a tower, and then a whole bunch of beds for them, which I think I have enough for each one. Yeah, 5. So let's go ahead, place them down. And so, hopefully they don't constantly just run to my house, but we'll see. But yeah. And then I also placed a mob spawning torch underneath, so they shouldn't be running into my house, thankfully. Or there shouldn't be any mobs spawning around there. But yeah. So with that place, we now have some villagers. Awesome. And actually, what I'm gonna go ahead and do, just for now, is let's go ahead and do a vault. We've been building for quite a while now, so I'd say we've earned a little time off. And so let's have some fun, and let's just run a vault. So, alright, we're back after running out and getting some honey. There we go. Craft this up real quick. Boom. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. But let's go ahead and just run this vault. Let's first check what objectives we can get. 1 golden horse. Let's do that real quick. Because I know we have one. So if I go G, golden horse. Awesome. Run back downstairs. And just do that. Awesome. Claim that. That also gave us another level. Awesome. So let's go ahead and spec one more time into Nova. And then let's go ahead. 26 silver scrap gives us the plentiful. So we'll take that. But re-roll this one. 4 zombie brains gives ornate, which means we need to use scav vault. You know what? Sure. We might not get one this time around specifically, but that's okay. Do we have any seals? We do not. Okay. But that's alright. Yeah, let's just go ahead and just do this vault. Anything in here specifically interesting? Nothing too crazy. So yeah, let's hop right in. So we got another elixir vault. I forgot I need to craft a new pick, so we'll do that when we get out. So hopefully ores aren't the best one for me, because that would suck. But yeah, let's go right on in and do this vault. Also, if you guys would do me a favor and just comment down below if you'd rather see more vault footage. That would help me out a good amount, just so I know whether or not to cut them back to just me finishing the vaults, or if you like seeing me run through them all like I have. I've been doing a little bit of a mix of both, but I have zero preference either way, so if you guys would just let me know which one you like more, that would be a great help. And let's check out this vendor real quick. Well, okay then. We'll go ahead and grab this. That was interesting to say the least. So we completed the silver scrap one. Awesome. Also, what is this vault have? So just more coin piles. Cool. Awesome. Hello, money. Awesome. Alright, that's everything. Cool. Ooh boy. What is this gonna be? Paint. Let's head on up and see what's in here. So a whole lot of wood crates in that. Okay. Let's check what this one has. Whole bunch of gilded. Hello. That's awesome.
Let's check this one. Hello, Bernie. Coolio. Let's go check this one. Oh, that's not right. A lot of wood again. Yum. So go back down. And I'll warning it. Awesome. So this one's actually pretty cool. I don't mind it at all. Lots of decent food. I wonder if there's anything a little nice. Oh, looks like it's just hello. No, I'm waiting. Let's check it out.
Lots of good stuff. Love to see it. So let's just go on. Head to the next room. Cool. There is something over here, but where's its entrance? Maybe up here? Aha! Why, thank you for the loot. There we go. Okay, let's loot the top of this room, and then we'll go get on out.
Wood. Alright. Can you find it? Cute. But, alright, so with that, you have everything worthwhile. So that was the last week. Thank you.
And let's get on out. Boom! Awesome. So, we got quite a bunch of just possibly scrappy loot, some jewel pouches, and then we got a whole bunch of catalyst fragments. Awesome. And we did manage to finish one of our bounties. Almost 40,000 XP. Awesome. Love to see it. So throw that down. Come over here. Claim that bounty. And then we'll go ahead, de-loot, and I'll come and open all of these. Alright guys, we are back after unlooting everything. We got a whole bunch of catalyst fragments, so let's just go ahead, pop these open real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Yes! Ooh, what is that? Let's go ahead and pick all this stuff up. See what we get. So, we'll take all this stuff out. We got our first fundamental focus. Awesome. What is this? An incredible, powerful, magical vortex core holding souls. Use this in the soul diffuser. Holy cow. Holy cow, that is a lot of soul dust. So, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, so we got a whole bunch of stuff, and then we got a blank seal, which is awesome. Which means the next one we're going to do is a scav vault. But I think we're going to try and just modify it so that we can get some extra perks. But let's go ahead, spec into, let's do dash one more time. Awesome. Alright, so let's go put this stuff away. This will go in here. Boop. Awesome. And we'll throw all the focuses that need to be in there, and the rest should be in here. Plus the Chromatica. So let's go ahead, take all the stuff we want to roll on out. Okay. Boom. Bing. Awesome. So let's open all these jewels. Nice. Nice. Ooh. And nice. Awesome. So all of those are pretty good. Let's roll this magnet, see what we got. And then I'll just go ahead and identify that afterwards. So let's see. So Soulbound. Ooh, okay. So let's go ahead in here. Its implicits are pretty good. And then let's just see what we can get. Trap disarm chance plus soul quantity, pull speed, and durability. Alright, good enough. Throw it in here, put some unbreaking, and then we'll swap it out with our Omega. And same as old. Come in here, put this one in, take the old one out so we can scrap it, throw our jewels in. Awesome. And then let's go ahead and just identify everything in here. Boom. Okay. And is there anything looking like it's going to be better? So boots are all going to be a no. No. Living, but it's only scrappy, so we don't care for that. Living, not better. No. So yeah, we can go ahead and take all this stuff out, and we can just go throw it in the scrap. So let's go grab 3. Cool. Sorry if my voice sounds a little funky, guys. Coming down with something, don't know what yet, but having fun, so I'm going to keep pushing through. We'll just get rid of all that. Awesome. And so now, let's go in here and see what we can get. 50 Crimson Stem. One bell. That's tempting, but I'm going to pass. Complete Scavenger, so we're going to run this anyways, and it'll just give us some money. So yeah, let's just do that. And what I'm also thinking, or not thinking, but what I know, is that we need to craft a new pick. So we'll throw that in there, see what we need. Nothing crazy, but let's go in here and see what we need to craft this. That's not till level 50, so we're way off of that. But 9 chromatic steel, 36 driftwood. Okay. Cool. And then just 9 chromatic steel. And then let's see what we want on here. So all of the mining speeds can go on here. And then do we have any other copious leads? Vanilla Immortality. Probably hook all of these on as well. We'll save 2 of the mining speeds, but do we have any other? Do not have any copious gems, but that's okay. Let's go ahead, craft up the pick. Awesome, and then we'll come in here and let's put all of these on. And so we have 80 slots left, but we're gonna have base stats, but then we're gonna have 75% vanilla immortality, huge, and then 8 mining speed. And then we're just gonna have to try and find some copiously jewels to add on to that. But with that, we can retire this pick, throw it in here. It's not gonna get used again, but that's fine. And so let's craft up this crystal, and let's also craft up scav seal. Be right back. We got the seal crafted. Let's get the crystal crafted. Awesome. And then what else do we want? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see how much proficiency I can get by putting some of this scrap in here. Scrap all this. I'm not going to use it all, because we do need to keep some for ingots, but come in here, let's just throw all of that in, add proficiency. We're at proficiency master. Is there anything a little bit lower we might want better? So maybe a better helmet and chest plate. So let's go over here. Grab some panite, grab some chromatic steel, Let's just do 12. Okay, then both of those can go back in here. I already had some filter. That's all. Let's go over here. Boom. We wanted a new helmet and new chest plate. This shield is still better because we got the modifier to upgrade it, so let's go. Boom. Not quite better, but boom. 10 and 15. Okay, maybe we'll re-roll that, try and get better. Then boom. 8 and 19. That's already really good. Let's try sword. No, unfortunately that's garbage, but okay. So let's go in here. I do like the high armor roll, but I want to start trying to get some better suffixes. So we have 12, so let's see what we can get. Well, that's it for crafting on that guy. And then let's go ahead. Just re-roll everything. Let's go ahead and take these off. We'll enchant our helmet with Unbreaking and Respiration, and we'll throw on the new ones. Awesome. Alright, put that in here, and without further ado, let's go ahead and scrap those down, and we'll run this next vault. Alright, so skeleton bone shards, glad we got a new pick, blood vials, and then sacks, and we have 28 minutes to do it. So, without wasting any more time, let's go do this last vault. Don't you dare. Back up. And crit strike. Okay. Those guys really hurt. Don't want to mess around with them too much. Oh boy. Okay. Challenging. But it looks like it's going to be a skeleton room. So maybe we can do this real quick. A little bit skeptical because I don't want to spawn any more guys. I can kill me, that'd be great, but I don't waste much time either. Okay, cool. So chances are we got that one already. Okay. Pardon? Who is it another? Okay. A little sketchy, but we got it done. No more breaking. Alright, that's enough time spent in here, all done, so let's get on out. Now I'm only gonna be focusing on trying to finish this vault, which do we have any of it yet? No. Okay. we got all the bones we're gonna need as well. Awesome. So I'm just gonna mine these up. Since I'm already down here. Hello, Echo Gem. Beautiful. Okay. So that should be all the wish bones and all the blood vials done. Cool. And so let's just, now we just need to find Ornate, and we're done this fall. Oh, diamond. As tempting as it is, we do want to finish this fall, so let's just skip ahead. A lot of rooms, but we can only find 8 Ornate credits. That's alright. We still got a good amount of loot, but got a whole lot of jewel pouches, so I'm just gonna declutter, and then we'll roll all those pouches, maybe get some copiously. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, so be right back. And boom, just like that. So we didn't get the zombie brains, and we didn't get the scavenge bolt, so I'm actually probably gonna just abandon that real quick. Well, this would have been nice to have, but we'll do that. And then we'll just keep that one in case we get one randomly, but I'm gonna go ahead, take all of our jewel pouches out. Holy cow. Alright. So we have 2 full rows, so let's go ahead, open all of them. So, item quantity, yep, that one. 14 vanilla, awesome. 15, 15, 15, and 1.3, which we'll scrap that guy away. And then let's go into 2, boom, awesome. 6, that can get scrapped. 2 item rarity, 3 disarm chance, vanilla immortality, and mining speed. Huge. Can we start getting some copiously? Okay. Awesome. That's a low. That's a decent vanilla. Okay. And another item quantity. But we're gonna. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's actually head on upstairs. Let's switch back to our main hand. Go to our pickaxe and let's add all of these. So we now have a total of 4.6 extra. We can go boom and 12. So we're at 100 vanilla immortality, so this won't break in the overworld. Awesome. And you know what? We have quite a few more good just crystals in general, so I'm thinking let's craft a new sickle. And so now we're going to have 11.3 rarity, 9.2 item quantity, 33% trap disarm, some vanilla immortality, plus more mining speed. Awesome. And so this will now be our new sickle, but we'll keep that other one just in case we need it. That one can just go in there. Okay, cool. And now let's go ahead, grab all this stuff out. Don't forget that. Throw the echo gems in. Cool. And so, hold on, let me just organize this real roughly. So everything that we might actually end up using, I'll put up here. Boom, 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 boom. Chest plate and the magnet. So let's go ahead, roll all of these. And so how is this in comparison? So that's not better. Not better. Definitely not better. No. No. Nope. Ooh. Hold on. So don't get to reroll any of its stats. So you have the same attack speed, a little less double damage chance. No chaining though. So I'm not going to take that since we can't reroll any of its modifiers. And then how's this? No. So just go on in here, click reveal all. Assuming most of this stuff's not going to be better. No. Alright, so unfortunately didn't really get much out of that vault. That's okay. Let's go ahead back to 1. We can scrap all of this down. And that'll likely be it for this episode. So yeah, ran a couple vaults. Got our new villager outpost built, which I'm quite happy with. And then, yeah. That's basically what this is going to turn into. It's just going to be me building a whole bunch more projects like that. So next one, I'm probably going to build like a little farmer's patch over here. Or over here, we'll see. I'm going to end up needing to build a blacksmith, a library, stuff like that. Just bring more life to the world. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, consider liking. And if you want to see more, subscribe. But that'll be all for this one, and so I will see all you guys in the next one. Goodbye!